Welcome, Aquarius, to your December monthly, where we've been looking at chakras all year long, and here we are in the last month of the year. I cannot believe it. And so we're on the 12th chakra, which does help us connect and stretch beyond like our human common sphere of understanding into a more universal kind of unity and connection to all that is. And so we're going to be looking for this month just advice from Spirit and the Creator on how we can master our soul's purpose through our human existence. So I'm excited to jump in. Now, if you're new to my channel, what I do each month is I do take a tarot deck and I split it out from the major arcana from the four suits of the minor arcana. And all the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box of the video below. So if you want to check any of them out, you and pick them up for yourself, you know where you can get those. So we'll start off here. The major arcana does represent the overall energies for the month. So we'll use this to get our first guidance on how you can master your soul's purpose through your human little avatar. So, all right. So we'll start off here and see for our Aquarians. What would you like? Okay. So they do want that one right there. And you have the Lover's card. Beautiful. So the Lover's card represents the power of emotional choice, realizing that in every moment is either made of unconditional love or the fear of losing conditional love. The higher realm and the human realm. So it has this power, we recognize our purpose then, our soul's purpose, through this power, knowing that we are not out of control, that outside things do not have to determine our emotions. We are always choosing, though sometimes it may not feel like a choice. It's just that we were conditioned so much when we were growing up on how, what something is supposed to feel like when it happens, or should, or need to, or have to, all those expectations that we were taught. But it was just opinion. And I think it's James Allen that says, it's not the circumstances that determine how we feel or what it means as we're going through it. Because then, no matter who went through a circumstance, everyone would feel exactly the same as they went through it. But we don't. So it must be the person that goes through a circumstance that determines how they feel as they go through it and what story they put around it. So great power coming in here with this card. We're also going to get more clarity through the Messenger Oracle and just see what else they want you to know about the soul's purpose and how you can master it. So through the power of choice is what it's focusing in on, and they do want that one right there. And you've got observe in silence. Shush, shush. Beautiful red fox. We'll put that right up here. And let's see what message comes in with this one. It says, now is not the time to be the life of the party, nor to step forward into the role of a leader or a teacher. Be cautious. It may not be wise to draw attention to yourself or to reveal your plans to others at this time. Instead, be silent. Step back. Be still. Watch those around you and be mindful of what you see, hear, and feel. Trust in your instincts and intuition and let them guide your steps. So that is a great message here so the combination of these two coming in together is really great, because when you look at making these emotional decisions and recognizing the power of choice, when you're silent and you step back and you observe, you can really see a lot about how people make choices, and you can see the difference between how people act and react and how it's all different, and how you can just start observing so much by seeing how people act out their power of choice of stories, their power of choices of emotions as well. And then as you start to see all that out there, you're like, wow, look at how everyone does that. And then you're like, oh, wait, there's 3 fingers pointing back at me. And then you start to see yourself in these mirrors of reflection. And so the observation turns into this beautiful observation of how humans work, how our human existence is so similar when you really take it down to the root of things. Everything does become so clearly either of unconditional love or of fear of losing conditional love. So you get to observe and you get to see. I like it. And then we move into the 4 suits of the minor arcana. Now, the 4 suits of the minor arcana do represent different areas of our human existence. And we're going to start off with the element of fire, which is the suit of wands. And this represents your drive, your ambition, your passion, your inspiration, your overall energy. And so we're going to look into here and see what Creator and Spirit want you to know about your energetic adventure during December in regards to this. So let's take a look. All right off the bat here. And you have the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is a very, very powerful card to get because the Ace of Wands shows you that you are finding your new energy. You're finding your power within you. And the Ace of Swords is like the Magician card, where wherever you point your wand is what grows and expands. Wherever you choose to focus on is what grows. So if you're focusing on what's missing in your life, you're focusing on what you don't want in your life, when we're focusing on the fears of losing conditional love, that choice, that expands, that grows. And you can see that when you observe and look into the outside world. Also, when you start to be grateful for things that are in your life and focus on what you're thankful for and what you do want to come into your life, you see this change instead. When you're focusing on unconditional love, that expands and that grows. So I love it. All right. And we're also going to look at the Path of the Soul Destiny cards here. See what else Creator and Spirit wants you to know about this energy that you have. So you are recognizing during the month of December this power that you hold. Okay. I do want that one. And these are fractal images, and I call them the spiritual inkblot test. So whatever you see when you see this is a special message for you. And then I'll read the intuitive message that the author also got from it. So you've got card number 37, which is, ta-da, beautiful, beautiful, vibrant colors, right? All right. So we'll put that right here. It looks like your third eye opening, and bam, it just brings in all these colors. So 37 is consciousness. So awareness, right? So this is a powerful card of change, not physically, but mentally on the subconscious level. There is a healing of your thought processes, old patterns, and way of being. There's a large spiritual force working with you now, helping to rebalance the mental body. You are finding greater clarity and new ways of dealing with life experiences. Your inner work has brought you here. You are in the flow of healing. And this is a powerful step toward becoming and outwardly expressing your true state of being. So yeah, definitely as you observe and you are realizing this power, you're able to make these choices and you're able to step into your power. You're not as afraid of the future because now you realize you get to choose how you feel when something comes your way. Whereas before, you kind of feel like, oh my God, what's happening in the next hour? Because whatever happens, when this happens, this is how I have to feel, supposed to feel, need to feel. You know, that conditional love laws, those fears of losing conditional love. And it's like, no, if I get to choose whatever comes my way, then it doesn't matter what comes my way. I could, in theory, for the rest of my life, choose to be happy and grateful in every second of every rest of the day. It might be a little boring, but we come here to experience opposites, to experience drama. And so we, can get to choose. But the power comes in here in that you're not trapped in this, knowing that there's always that other choice of unconditional love. At any second, you could just switch over to it. You don't feel trapped. You don't feel out of control. You don't feel so restricted. So I like it. And then we move into the element of Earth, which is the only suit of Pentacles that is about the outside world. This is your inner energy. We'll talk about mind and emotion. All that happens on the inside. This is about the outside world. So these are all the other people that are on stage with us, our own bodies, any other props out there, possessions, bank accounts, all that outer stuff that's going on. So this is what Creator and Spirit wants you to know about your physical adventure during the month of December. So for our Aquarius, what would you like them to know? Okay, they do want that one. And boom, you get the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is a message of being true to your authentic self, which is great about all this power of choice that we're talking about too, because there's two people that are in the card along with us, and we're creating something beautiful and wonderful. And then there's the naysayers and the dream busters that would say, why are you doing it that way? You shouldn't do it that way. Do something that you're going to make money at. You're not going to be successful, blah, 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 blah. We're like, okay, we're going to put you outside the zone where we have the cone of silence, where we don't have to listen to you. And then the other person is the person who's supportive, saying, I'm so proud of you. I can't wait to see what you do with this. And you have such great ideas and really excited for you. But they are also the person that might be more likely to take you off your authentic path, because they might add something like, have you ever thought of doing it this way? And you don't want to lose that support and have them join that naysayer camp outside the cone of silence. And so we might alter our course. And so this card is about realizing that you have the power to choose what everything is going to mean. And within that power to also really look at staying true to your authentic path and discovering your soul's purpose and staying true to it. Don't go off course because of fears. So I like that. And then we also have an Earth Magic Oracle card, and we're going to pull from here to see what else the Spirit would like to add around your physical experience during the month of December. So what else for our Aquarians, please? All right. I want that one right there. Boom, boom, boom. And you've got the Green Man Synergy. Green Man feels very earthy. So let's take a look here and see what the Green Man brings in here. So Green Man is Earth's vegetation personified. Although he has many variations, this card depicts a more subtle and embedded representation. In other portrayals, he resembles the face of a man covered in green foliage as branches and vines sprout in every direction. There exists some form of Green Man throughout history and in a myriad of cultures throughout the world. Often a symbol for the rebirth of life in springtime, he's also been associated with the Lord of the Wildwood. As a representative of the plant kingdom, Green Man reminds us of the incredible synergy required for Gaia to maintain her delicate and dynamic balance among the various beings on the planet. Synergy is the interaction and cooperation of two or more elements that produce a combined effect greater than the sum of their separate efforts. We witness this in the complex and cooperative interaction between plants, humans, and animals. For instance, fruit trees propagated by being eaten by an animal and then deposits back into the earth after digestion. As a new plant grows, bees pollinate the flowers, and the cycle begins once again in nature's simple yet remarkable synergy. So we talked a little bit about that with this chakra, the universal unity and the connection we have with all that is, right? And so you can be your authentic self, unique self. Like a bee is a bee and they do the bee's job, but because they do that authentic thing, then it impacts others who have other gifts, other things that they're doing, and it all works in order. I also love the green light and the green man. It's like, go, go, go. Do this thing. Follow through in this, being your authentic self. It also adds that you have the advantage of an incredible synergy at this time. A flow of life is guiding you where things just seem to fall into place as you move about your business. You are in a mutually cooperative interaction with Spirit as your will is aligned with the will of Spirit and your mission is congruent with your sense of purpose, your life purpose, your soul purpose. And when this is happening, there is a synergy, a way that your life force is continually coming into balance with the forces of nature. There is also a synergy between your spiritual awareness and your personal self or your ego. Be aware of the various idiosyncrasies, I can say it, of your ego, and do not take any of them too seriously. Know that your higher self is always looking out for your best interests. In this cycle, tune in to that guidance, however it shows up, and you will find that you move through life with greater ease due to a synergistic balance of forces expressing themselves as you. Wow. So definitely that unity making itself known here. But I love that message about it's you that are expressing yourself, your authentic self. And it's important that you do so that the other synergistic individuals that are expressing their authentic selves, it all meshes into this beautiful, beautiful dance. All right, so we move next into the air element, which is the Suit of Swords. And this is all about your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. And so this is what the Creator and Spirit want you to know about your mental adventure during the month of December. Of course, this is your element, Aquarius, so nothing that you get scared of here. You're like, I live in my mind. This is where I exist. So there we go. And here is the Eight of Swords, a beautiful card to get because you can see here you're looking into the mirror and looking into this reflection. And again, we talked about this in the beginning with the observer, how when you look out into the world and you see how everyone's doing, you suddenly realize three fingers pointing back at you because you're looking in a mirror, and here is a mirror. So this is, though, a card that represents your realizing your own thoughts and your own beliefs and your own mindsets that are making you feel blinded and bound and trapped. And in doing so, you're freeing yourself from these expectations and these old ways of thinking that no longer serve you. You know, those that tell you about what you have to think and feel, and you're being freed from that, and it's expanding you. It's allowing you to expand your mind and move higher up into more of a spiritual mind. We're also going to pull from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle and see what else Spirit would like to add into this message for you regarding your mental adventure. So what else for Aquarius, please? Okay, I deal with this one. And you've got the Protection Guardian. Drop your shields. We'll put that right here. Let's see what they offer here. All right, opened right to. Says, drop any shields of shame, resistance, and fear that are standing between you and your chances of enjoyment and fun. Know that you don't need to hide who you are or the gifts that you have. You were born to shine. The Protection Guardian is a feminine version of the Archangel Michael, which has the sword that they yield, right? She is a fierce, protective, yet loving warrior angel who carries an indestructible shield of power and protection and will come to all who call on her. She will help you drop your fear-based shields and move into a loving, protective force field that will keep you safe, but will allow your gifts to shine out. Although she is here to guard you from lower energies, she's completely relaxed, serene, and confident because she trusts that love will always prevail. You may have encountered shame or embarrassment in your past, but that is not your present. Angels are drawing close at this time to help you move beyond any limiting thoughts, emotions, and patterns that may be making you feel unsafe. Know that angelic protection is swirling around you at this moment and will help you move forward in a more fearless way. Call on your guides for help in changing your frequency so you can feel safe and protected at this time. You are stronger than you think, and your angels and ancestor guides are here to help you realize this now. So perfect. Definitely about the fears of losing conditional love, these thoughts, these beliefs that were making you feel small, restricting you, making you not be able to move into this, awareness and in sharing your life purpose with the world. And then we move into the final element of water, which is the Suit of Cups. And this is all about the emotions. So your emotional adventure during the month of December. Of course, you're a water bearer, even though you're an air sign. And so you carry around emotions in your, the water jug, whenever you see the Aquarius with the water and they're pouring out the living waters. So you understand emotions too. These don't freak you out. You actually usually get accused of having no emotion because you're able to contain it. But here you have the Page of Cups. So you have higher love coming in, higher awareness of love coming in. This unconditional love just fills up and overflows out to the world. So as you embrace your connection and you got the green light to go, stay in your authentic self, clearing away these thoughts and beliefs that are making you feel trapped. Almost looks like the same person here too. You have this protection, you have this shield for you to share these gifts with the world, for you to connect to this energy, to connect to your third eye and let this out. But there is this kind of pause for December that came in here as you really observe and understand your power of choice. The being still and watching people seems to be, this indication here. And so you see this love, you move up in this love because you're sitting, watching, observing, and learning and growing. And your final card here is going to be from the Power of Surrender, the Power of Surrender deck. And because it's the last card in the deck, it can still represent your emotional adventure during this month, but it's also a wild card. So it can be whatever else the creator wants you to know for the month of December. So, all right. What else do you want Aquarius to know, please? What else? What's your final message for Aquarius? Nope, none of those. It's going to say, hey, you get 3, but they're like, keep shuffling, dude. All right, there it is. And you have surrender resentments. So I'll let you see that and then I'll read it. And it says, holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. And I feel like the resentments are some of these old thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, things that kind of kept you trapped because you were taught with the old, conditional love laws, those fears of losing conditional love, that you're supposed to be resentful when certain things happen. You're supposed to take it personally and hold people accountable for it. And but I love that this is about setting it free. So it's like I feel like this is the red light that's keeping you from moving forward. And as you are able to release it and let this flow of love return, then that's when you get the green light and allows you to go. So this month of December is really reviewing these thoughts and beliefs and understanding your power of choice in each moment, that you get to choose what you want to feel. And I kind of almost feel like this is like the Six of Cups energy, which is nostalgia, looking back over the past and how you can convert an old memory from fear into unconditional love, because you realize in each moment that, they are either of unconditional love or of fear. And when we're in unconditional love, woohoo, this is great, it's flowing, it looks like this, right? But when we are in fear, we act like cats that, got scared. Someone slammed a door and they don't tap you and go, put me down, please, I'm about to freak out. You just, it either fights or it hisses and it runs, right? And that's what the human does. It goes out of its mind, out of its human mind, into its animal mind to try to survive and to feel safe and to feel secure again. And when we realize that and we go back and look at a memory and we look at what happened here, what was having us choose resentment, when we look at the situation, we realize that anyone's actions that were not of unconditional love were out of fear and trying to just feel back in control. They weren't there. They just had this animal instinct kicking in, doing selfish things, doing unloving things, and not thought out things, because that's what our body does. It doesn't want us to stand there and go, I wonder if that boulder heading toward me, if it's really as big as it crunch, or I wonder if that's a lion or if that's a leopard. So it wants us to act, and so when it goes into fear, we go out of our minds and we do stupid things, right? And so if we look back at the situation, we can go, okay, they were in fear. That's why they were acting out of their minds. And oh, wait, I think I was in fear too. I was acting out of my mind. And then so it changes and transforms the situation from something of fear into something where you learn from it and you can bring love into it as well by choice. So I love this journey that you're going to be on in the month of December, because at the end of it, you get a green light and then you move forward starting in the new year. Now, if you are looking for other messages of love from above, in addition to these monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign, I also put out weekly energy updates for each individual zodiac sign and a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and get updated immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, and then by clicking the subscribe button, you're given access to the notification bell. And when you go in there is an option for all. If you select it, two things happen. One, of course, you'll be notified when new videos come out. Two, you'll also be notified when I go live on YouTube providing free readings. I know. Currently, I go every night at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, and then also on Friday, Saturday, Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. So if you haven't stopped by to say hello, love to see you. Also, doing those things that I mentioned, it helps spread the Zen love, and it does help my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, or subscribe to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy, excited, happy, it wants to automatically share the videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things I mentioned, please know I'm very, very grateful. And these are general readings. If you are wanting even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings. All that information is listed in the description box of the video below. All right, Aquarius, as you go through the month of December, please know every second of every day of your life, you are unconditionally loved by the mother and father of all things, the Creator. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing month. We'll be talking soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.